This book offers a transformative journey that encourages you to embrace the full spectrum of human emotions in a world that often discourages us from doing so. The power of emotions, energy and motion goes beyond being just another self-help guide. It delves deep into the untapped potential of our emotional landscape. Emotions go beyond mere fleeting sensations or bothersome disruptions to our logical minds. These energies are dynamic and hold great wisdom, insight, and the potential for significant personal growth. Every emotion, ranging from intense anger to peaceful contentment, offers valuable insights and chances for personal growth. In this book, we will explore 20 different emotions, revealing their underlying significance and discovering how to utilize their influence. Explore the transformative power of emotions. Anger as a catalyst for positive change, joy as a fundamental element that gives life value, sadness as a nurturing force for personal growth and self-awareness, fear as a protective shield, and love as a fostering agent of unity and compassion in our world. We aim to question traditional beliefs by presenting negative emotions as valuable sources of learning and positive emotions as effective tools for personal and societal growth. You'll discover how to perceive your emotional experiences as valuable signposts that can guide you towards a more genuine and satisfying life. This journey is not focused on attaining a state of eternal happiness. Instead, it's about fully embracing the richness of human experience, seeking balance, and utilizing every emotional state as a chance for personal growth and self-improvement. As you continue with these lessons, you'll form a fresh connection with your emotions. You will develop the ability to actively listen to them, comprehend their messages, and effectively harness their energy. This newfound emotional intelligence will give you the ability to handle life's challenges better, strengthen your relationships, and reach your full potential. Lesson 1. Anger. Unleashing the inner flame. Anger, a complex and intense emotion, holds great power in our lives. We need to change how we view this powerful energy inside of us. Anger, when channeled properly, can serve as a powerful force for driving positive transformation, rather than just causing harm. Imagine it as the flame that strengthens steel, fortifying our determination and motivating us to take action. This flame within us has the power to shine a light on injustices, ignite our passion for what is right, and push us towards meaningful goals. Nevertheless, as with any potent tool, anger should be handled with caution and wisdom. When left unchecked, it can cause chaos, but when directed properly, it becomes a powerful catalyst for personal development and societal advancement. Throughout history, anger has been a catalyst for revolutions, the downfall of oppressive regimes, and the start of movements for equality and justice. At a personal level, it can serve as the catalyst that motivates us to assert ourselves, to strive for improvement, and to implement essential transformations in our lives. Understanding anger as a friend rather than a foe is crucial. It's about embracing and channeling it in the right direction. Understanding our anger allows us to gain valuable insights into our core values and needs. Learn effective strategies to handle its strength, express it in a productive manner, and harness its potential for assertiveness and positive transformation. Embrace the power within, as it holds the potential for your most profound transformations. Lesson 2. Joy, the spark of life. Joy is not a temporary feeling. It is the fundamental element that gives life its value. It is what drives us, inspires us, and motivates us to keep going, even when things are tough. Many times, we tend to overlook the importance of joy, considering it as a trivial indulgence that can only be enjoyed once all our obligations are fulfilled. Imagine if we shared with you that happiness is not only a result of a fulfilling life, but also a vital component in building one. Picture a world where you actively pursue and nurture happiness in your everyday existence. the effects would have a profound impact, not only on you, but also on those around you. The power of joy is remarkable, as it can uplift spirits, enhance relationships, and even improve physical well-being. It provides relief from stress, comfort during sorrow, and strength for resilience. Embracing joy goes beyond just feeling good. It involves actively contributing to the creation of a better world. Why not prioritize joy? Look for the things that bring you true joy, no matter how small they may be. Nurture connections that bring joy and a sense of comfort. Participate in activities that bring you joy. Joy is not self-centered, it spreads to others. When you cultivate your own happiness, you become a guiding light for others, motivating them to discover their own zest for life. In a world that can often feel consumed by negativity, finding joy can be a powerful act of hope and defiance. Feel free to let your happiness radiate. Not only is it beneficial for your well-being, but it also has a positive impact on the environment. Jeremy had always been a pessimistic individual. His days passed by in a repetitive cycle filled with constant grumbling about his job, the weather, and just about everything else. He viewed joy as a light-hearted feeling, more suited for children and dreamers rather than a serious adult like him. On a rainy Monday morning, Jeremy was stuck in traffic, feeling as gloomy as the sky above. He noticed a young woman in the car next to him, singing and dancing with enthusiasm, seemingly unaware of the traffic jam. Jeremy initially felt inclined to dismiss her, but her genuine joy made him reconsider. That evening, Jeremy couldn't get the image of the happy driver out of his mind, so he decided to experiment with a new approach. He decided to break away from his usual routine and picked up his old guitar. As he played the initial chords, a wave of happiness washed over him. Jeremy made a deliberate choice to find moments of happiness in the coming weeks. He began with small actions, enjoying his morning coffee, greeting his coworkers warmly, and taking leisurely walks in the park during lunchtime. Surprisingly, joy seemed to find him the more he searched for it. His coworkers observed the difference. Jeremy's positive attitude quickly spread throughout the office, causing a noticeable change in the overall atmosphere. Projects that were once intimidating transformed into thrilling opportunities. Team meetings, once boring events, transformed into lively sessions of creative thinking. Jeremy rediscovered old friendships and tried out new hobbies while at home. He became a member of a local music group where his renewed love for playing the guitar gave him a feeling of belonging that he hadn't felt in a long time. He even began dedicating his weekends to volunteering at an animal shelter, finding great happiness in the straightforward act of helping others. Over time, Jeremy came to the realization that joy not only brought him happiness, but also increased his resilience. He became more capable of dealing with setbacks, whether they occurred at work or in his personal life. He started seeing challenges as opportunities for growth instead of insurmountable obstacles, thanks to his newfound positive outlook. 1 year later, Jeremy once again found himself trapped in traffic, just like that rainy Monday. However, this time, instead of getting angry, he decided to turn up the radio and sing along. As he looked over at the car beside him, he noticed a man with a rather unhappy expression, seemingly taken aback by what he saw. Jeremy smiled and waved, hoping to share the joy that had changed his life. Jeremy's journey revealed to him the profound impact of joy, demonstrating that it has the ability to transform his entire reality. Through the deliberate cultivation of joy, he not only changed his own life, but also became a source of positivity for those around him. He came to the realization that in a world frequently clouded by negativity, opting for joy was not only a personal indulgence, but a bold act of hope and defiance. Lesson 3. Sadness, the soothing waters. Sadness, commonly perceived as a negative emotion, holds significant power and plays a crucial role in our emotional landscape. Similar to a soft rain that nurtures the soil, sadness can purify our spirits and facilitate the process of healing. It's time we change how we perceive this deep feeling and welcome its power to bring about change. Feeling sad is a normal reaction to loss, disappointment, and change. It helps us process these experiences and come out stronger in the end. Recognizing and embracing our sadness allows us to forge a stronger bond with our inner selves and with fellow people who can relate to our human journey. This emotion promotes self-reflection, nurturing personal development and self-awareness in ways that other positive emotions cannot. In addition, sadness has often served as a powerful source of inspiration for countless works of art, literature, and music that have left a lasting impact throughout history. Not allowing ourselves to feel sadness can prevent us from fully enjoying the positive aspects of life. On the other hand, when we give ourselves permission to experience and communicate sadness, we open up room for healing, rejuvenation, and a deeper gratitude for happiness when it comes. Welcome the soothing embrace of sadness, as it has the ability to cleanse away suffering, foster strength, and nurture a deeper, more genuine emotional existence. Lesson 4. Fear, a shield of protection. Fear, frequently criticized and misinterpreted, is actually a formidable ally that holds great power. It is the watchful protector that remains alert at the gates of our safety, always prepared to raise the alarm at the slightest hint of danger. Fear is not a weakness, but rather a sophisticated evolutionary tool that has played a crucial role in ensuring our survival as a species. Throughout history, this protective shield has enabled us to successfully navigate treacherous territories and conquer formidable challenges. Think back to the most recent time you experienced fear. You felt a surge of energy, your focus sharpened, and you prepared yourself for what was to come. Fear's gift to us is the physiological response known as the fight or flight mechanism. It prepares our bodies and minds to quickly and confidently react to any kind of danger, whether it's physical or emotional. In our modern world, where dangers are less imminent, fear still plays a crucial role in keeping us safe. It helps us recognize potential risks, whether it's reckless drivers on the highway or manipulative people in our social circles. However, fear's protection goes beyond what is immediately and tangibly apparent. It is also the gentle voice of intuition that softly warns us when something feels off. Our gut instinct often guides us when making important decisions. By acknowledging and honoring our fear, we can access a timeless wisdom that helps us navigate life's challenges with more caution and mindfulness. Nevertheless, fear, like any potent force, needs to be comprehended and controlled in order to be truly advantageous. When fear takes control without restraint, it can trap us, hindering our progress and suppressing our possibilities. Understanding fear as a natural protective mechanism is crucial. By learning to cooperate with it, we can navigate through challenges more effectively. By recognizing our fears, we can analyze them logically, assess their legitimacy, and respond accordingly. Embrace your fear as a loyal protector. Develop the ability to heed its warnings without becoming immobilized by them. Harness the power it offers to boost your bravery and drive you ahead, even when faced with doubt. Fear is not something to be feared. Instead, it has always served as a protective shield for humanity throughout history. With its power, we can confidently navigate life's challenges, knowing we have a reliable ally by our side. Lesson 5. Love, the power of connection. Love is a powerful and transformative emotion that connects us all. It is the power that goes beyond limits, connects differences, and fosters unity in our world. Love goes beyond being a temporary emotion. It has a profound impact on our lives, affecting our choices, our connections with others, and how we see the world. Through the power of love, you can forge stronger connections, nurture empathy, and promote a more compassionate society. Love has always been the motivating factor behind remarkable acts of kindness, selflessness, and heroism throughout history. It possesses the ability to heal wounds, repair broken relationships, and motivate us to become the best versions of ourselves. As you delve into the different aspects of love, from romantic relationships to family connections, from self-care to compassion for others, you will see how this powerful emotion can illuminate your path, bringing you more joy and satisfaction. Embrace the incredible power of love and witness its beautiful ripple effect as it touches the lives of others, creating a more harmonious world. Love can bring us together, transcending differences and creating a sense of common humanity. Lesson 6. Disgust, maintaining boundaries. Disgust, frequently disregarded and misinterpreted, is a potent emotion that acts as our internal protector of boundaries. We should acknowledge and value the important role that disgust plays in our lives. This instinctive response, whether to spoiled food, unsanitary conditions, or morally repugnant behavior, is not just a minor inconvenience, but a highly effective defense mechanism developed through evolution. Disgust serves as a protective mechanism, safeguarding us from both physical and psychological contamination. It plays a crucial role in helping us navigate a world that is filled with potential threats. It's the voice that warns us to be cautious when we come across something that could be harmful, whether it's a moldy piece of bread or a toxic relationship. However, disgust serves a greater purpose beyond mere protection. It acts as a guiding principle for our social interactions and cultural norms. It has a significant impact on our assessments of what is morally correct or incorrect, hygienic or unhygienic, and socially acceptable or forbidden. By embracing the concept of disgust, we can utilize its power to establish healthy boundaries in both our personal and professional lives. This tool can help us make more informed choices about what we choose to let into our bodies, minds, and hearts. So the next time you experience that familiar feeling of disgust, don't ignore it. Pay attention to it, show it reverence, and allow it to lead you towards a life that is safer, healthier, and more genuine. Disgust is not a pleasant emotion, but it is definitely a valuable guardian in our emotional arsenal. Lesson 7. Surprise, the awakener. Surprise has the ability to shake us out of our comfort zone and bring us into the present moment, awakening our emotions in the process. We need to acknowledge and utilize the profound impact of this frequently disregarded feeling. Picture a world where every unexpected event becomes a chance for personal development, education, and enthusiasm. This chapter will show you how embracing surprise can bring more vibrancy and engagement to your life. Recall a moment when you were truly taken aback. Recall the exhilarating surge of energy, the widening of your eyes, and the sudden gasp of air. This physiological response is how your body gets ready for something new and potentially important. It's straightforward and easy to grasp. It's a clear indication that something in your surroundings has shifted and requires your attention. By embracing these moments, you expose yourself to a realm of exploration and amazement. Surprise has the power to reset our cognitive processes, giving us a momentary break from our usual thought patterns and enabling us to view things from a new and different angle. This change in mindset is essential for fostering creativity and effectively solving problems. When faced with the unexpected, our brains are compelled to form new neural pathways, which improves our cognitive flexibility and adaptability. Being open to unexpected outcomes can enhance your ability to adapt to change and effectively solve intricate problems. In addition, surprise can be the key element that brings excitement to our relationships and experiences. It's the compliment that catches you off guard and brings joy to your day, the surprising twist in a story that keeps you engaged, or the unplanned adventure that creates lasting memories. By embracing the unexpected, you open the door to a greater sense of joy and excitement in your life. You have the power to create memorable experiences for yourself and those around you, fostering strong connections and leaving a lasting impact. However, Surprise encompasses more than just positive experiences. Surprises, even those that may initially seem negative, can hold value if we approach them with the right mindset. These moments can be quite challenging as they force us to question our assumptions, step outside of our comfort zones, and present us with chances for personal development. By looking at unexpected setbacks as opportunities for growth and adjustment, you can transform potential disappointments into stepping stones for success. In order to fully utilize the potential of surprise, foster an attitude of receptiveness and inquisitiveness towards our surroundings. This involves releasing rigid expectations and embracing the unknown. It involves embracing uncertainty, exploring unfamiliar territory, and being open to the unexpected. By doing this, you open up room for unexpected surprises and awe-inspiring moments in your life. Lesson 8. Envy, reflecting desires. Envy, typically seen as a negative feeling, actually serves as a potent reflection of our innermost desires and ambitions. Envy, rather than being solely destructive, can actually be a driving force for personal growth and self-improvement. When we experience envy, it gives us a chance to reflect on our desires, reconsider what's important to us, and set a path towards our genuine aspirations. Think back to the most recent time you experienced envy. What caused the strong emotion in you? What was the source of their success, their possessions, or maybe their relationships? Exploring these emotions can reveal valuable insights about ourselves and our true priorities in life. When utilized effectively, envy can serve as a powerful motivator that propels us towards our goals. It can inspire a sense of motivation, driving us to work harder, to aim higher, and to become the most improved versions of ourselves. Nevertheless, envy can have both positive and negative consequences. If not addressed, it can result in negative emotions such as bitterness, resentment, and feelings of inadequacy. The key is to turn envy into a driving force rather than letting it consume you. Instead of dwelling on feelings of jealousy, we should view envy as a guide, directing us towards our true desires in life. Through this approach, we transform what could be seen as a negative emotion into a valuable tool for exploring ourselves and growing personally. View envy as a valuable teacher, a guiding force that uncovers your genuine aspirations, and allow it to motivate you to take purposeful steps towards realizing your dreams. Linda had always been proud of her fearlessness. Having established herself as a thriving corporate lawyer, she had earned a reputation for her willingness to take risks and challenge conventional boundaries. She dismissed her colleagues who hesitated before making big decisions, seeing fear as a weakness that should be conquered no matter what. One day, Linda was presented with an offer that appeared incredibly appealing, a high-ranking role at an innovative tech startup, along with a substantial salary boost and stock options. Is there a catch? She would need to move to a different city and say goodbye to the life she had carefully constructed for the past 10 years. As Linda contemplated the offer, she was taken aback by an unsettling feeling in the depths of her stomach. She immediately felt the urge to dismiss it, to take the leap without hesitation, because that's what a brave individual would do, correct? However, an obstacle prevented her from proceeding. Linda made a conscious choice to finally heed her fear instead of suppressing it. She paused and carefully analyzed the sensation. What message was her fear attempting to convey? Upon reflection, Linda became aware that her fear had brought to light crucial factors that she had initially missed. The startup, although showing potential, operated in a highly unpredictable industry. Leaving behind her support network of friends and family would be a significant change. The role itself was beyond her expertise, which could potentially jeopardize her hard-earned reputation. Linda made a conscious choice to use her fear as a guiding force, instead of acting impulsively. She dedicated time to conducting extensive research on the startup, consulting industry experts, and immersing herself in the new city to gain a better understanding of the environment. She also had open and sincere discussions with her loved ones regarding the possible relocation and its consequences. During this process, Linda's fear did not vanish. Instead, it transformed. It transformed from something overwhelming to something helpful, guiding her towards areas that required further focus and thought. She discovered the value of asking more thoughtful questions, exploring different perspectives, and ultimately making a well-informed choice. After giving it some thought, Linda made the decision to turn down the offer. Although the prospect seemed enticing, she came to the conclusion that the downsides were greater than the possible advantages at this stage of her life. Surprisingly, this decision didn't feel like a retreat or a failure. Instead, it seemed like a thoughtful decision that was in line with her future aspirations and personal principles. Linda found this experience to be a significant moment. She started seeing fear as a helpful companion in navigating life's complexities rather than an enemy to be defeated. She began to prioritize her instincts, both in her work and personal life. Whenever fear emerged, she would take a moment to reflect and inquire, what is the purpose of this fear? Linda observed that this new approach resulted in improved decision-making over time. She discovered the importance of making thoughtful decisions instead of impulsive ones. Her colleagues started to admire her for more than just her boldness. They appreciated her thoughtful and nuanced approach to challenges. Fear had completely changed Linda's life. She had lost her previous fearlessness and now approached her work with more caution. Instead, she had transformed into a valuable asset, a knowledgeable and perceptive professional who skillfully utilized her emotions, including fear, to achieve success. As Linda thought back on her journey, she came to the realization that genuine courage didn't stem from a lack of fear. It was all about recognizing fear, comprehending its message, and utilizing that understanding to make courageous, informed choices. Linda discovered a new level of personal and professional growth by changing her perspective on fear. Instead of seeing it as a barrier, she embraced it as a shield of protection. Lesson 9. Guilt, the moral compass. Guilt, commonly seen as a negative emotion, actually plays a significant role in guiding our moral choices and shaping our character. It acts as a guiding force, leading us towards moral and fair choices, even in the absence of an audience. Guilt has a significant influence on our lives. It motivates us to correct our mistakes, to make up for our wrongdoings, and to aim for better decisions in the future. Having a sense of guilt is important as it provides us with valuable feedback to ensure our actions are in line with our values and societal norms. However, guilt goes beyond being a deterrent. It serves as a driving force for personal development and societal advancement. It encourages us to consider our actions, to show empathy towards those we may have hurt, and to gain a greater understanding of the outcomes of our decisions. This self-reflection is extremely valuable in developing emotional intelligence and improving our relationships with others. In addition, guilt plays a crucial role in maintaining social cohesion by motivating people to uphold shared moral standards and make positive contributions to their communities. Understand the distinction between healthy guilt and its destructive counterpart, shame. Guilt directs our attention towards specific actions, encouraging us to make improvements, while shame undermines our overall sense of self-worth. Understanding how guilt can be used constructively and avoiding the negative effects of shame is crucial for emotional well-being and personal growth. By viewing guilt as a valuable tool for personal growth instead of a heavy burden, we can harness the power of this complex emotion to guide us towards a more ethical and satisfying life. Ultimately, guilt should not be feared or avoided, but rather embraced as an indication of a properly functioning moral compass. Guilt allows us to gain a clear understanding of how our actions affect both others and ourselves. When we acknowledge and embrace our guilt, we create space for significant personal growth, empathy, and transformative change. When you experience guilt, remember that it's more than just an emotion. It's an opportunity to improve yourself and make a positive impact on the world. Lesson 10. Pride. A sword with two sides. Pride, commonly misunderstood as a solely negative emotion, actually possesses the potential to drive us towards remarkable achievements or lead us into the pitfalls of arrogance. It has both positive and negative effects on our emotions, boosting confidence and self-worth, but also potentially causing arrogance and isolation. Imagine the sense of satisfaction that washes over you when you finally achieve a goal you've been working towards for a long time. It's a powerful feeling that boosts your motivation and strengthens your belief in yourself. Nevertheless, if not kept in check, this pride can transform into an exaggerated belief in one's own importance, preventing you from recognizing your own limitations and disregarding the valuable input of others. Embrace the positive aspects of pride while also being aware of its potential downsides. Through developing a well-rounded sense of pride, we can appreciate our accomplishments without belittling others, recognize our abilities while staying receptive to growth, and uphold a positive self-image without becoming conceited. By doing this, we can turn pride into a valuable asset that drives us forward while still maintaining humility and respect for others. Embrace pride as a tool for self-empowerment, but use it wisely and in moderation. The delicate balance of this complex and influential emotion holds its true power. Lesson 11. Anxiety, the unsettling energy. Anxiety, commonly seen as a negative emotion, can actually be a powerful force that can be utilized for personal growth and success. When properly harnessed and comprehended, this restless energy has the potential to ignite action and propel us towards success. Think of anxiety as your body's natural way of getting ready for upcoming challenges, enhancing your senses and improving your concentration. It's not just something to endure, but rather something to use as a tool. Consider the numerous people who have harnessed their anxiety to drive their ambitions, including innovators, artists, and leaders. They were driven by an insatiable curiosity, constantly seeking new opportunities, challenging the norm, and always aiming for greatness. Anyone can access this abundant source of energy. Reframing anxiety as anticipation can help you turn nervous jitters into a sense of excited readiness. Embrace the physical sensations, the increased heart rate, the fluttering in your stomach, as indications that your body is preparing for action. In addition, anxiety can serve as a strong motivator for preparation and planning. It encourages us to think about possible challenges and come up with plans to overcome them. This foresight can be extremely valuable in both personal and professional areas. By embracing and collaborating with your anxiety, instead of resisting it, you can cultivate a proactive mindset towards the obstacles that come your way. Nevertheless, finding a middle ground is essential. Uncontrolled anxiety can be extremely overwhelming, but by practicing mindful management, it can actually become a powerful tool in your arsenal. Utilize techniques like deep breathing, visualization, and positive self-talk to effectively manage anxiety. The aim is not to completely get rid of anxiety, but rather to use its energy and channel it towards achieving your goals. Ultimately, anxiety should not be seen as a foe, but rather as a powerful ally that can be harnessed and embraced. Embrace the dynamic energy, master its effective use, and witness how it propels you to new heights. You have the ability to turn anxiety from a hindrance into a helper. Are you ready to transform your relationship with anxiety and tap into its untapped potential? Lesson 12. Contentment. Finding inner peace. In a world that is always urging us to strive for more, accomplish more, and become more, finding contentment can bring a sense of peace and serenity. Contentment is about finding joy and satisfaction in the present moment. It's not about settling for less or giving up on aspirations. It's the emotion that reminds you that you are enough and that you have enough. This emotion is a calming force that helps us find balance in the midst of life's challenges, allowing us to develop and flourish. Contentment, like a calm lake, undisturbed by desires or comparisons. It's a mindset that enables us to value and be content with what we already possess, instead of always desiring what we don't have. By embracing contentment, we liberate ourselves from the never-ending pursuit of constantly seeking the next major accomplishment. We start to recognize the wealth that is already present in our lives, ranging from the most basic joys to our most significant achievements. However, note that contentment should not be mistaken for complacency. We should continue to strive for improvement and personal growth, even though things may be simple and easy to understand. Instead, it gives us a feeling of inner tranquility that actually improves our capacity to pursue our objectives. When we're satisfied, we tackle challenges with a calm and appreciative attitude, free from the burden of perpetual discontent. This mindset enables us to make choices rooted in our true desires and values, free from external influences or impulsive urges. In addition, finding contentment can be a strong remedy for the stress and anxiety that often affect us in today's world. Learning to be content helps us minimize mental clutter, which can often cause restlessness and worry. We develop greater resilience when faced with challenges, understanding that our value is not dependent on external factors. This sense of inner peace has a ripple effect, bringing positivity to our relationships, work, and overall well-being. Developing contentment is a skill that can be acquired and improved with practice. Start by practicing gratitude and mindfully recognizing the positive aspects of our lives. It requires establishing practical expectations and discovering happiness in the process, rather than solely focusing on the end result. Embracing contentment allows us to experience a richer and more fulfilling life. It reminds us that happiness can be found in the present moment, rather than always seeking it in the future. May it provide tranquility amidst chaos, respite amidst busyness, and a moment of stillness amidst our relentless striving. In contentment, we discover both peace and the ability to thrive. From this point of contentment, we can engage with the world, pursue our passions, and create meaningful change. Feeling content is not the final destination, but rather the stable foundation that supports our ongoing growth and development. Lesson 13. Jealousy. Safeguarding what matters. Jealousy, commonly misinterpreted and criticized, is actually a strong emotional force that safeguards what we value. Shift our perspective on this intricate feeling and acknowledge its capacity for beneficial change. Jealousy can occur when we feel that something we deeply care about is being threatened, such as a relationship, an accomplishment, or a personal trait. This instinctive response is how our mind signals us to be aware of possible loss and encourages us to act. Think back to the last time you experienced jealousy. Instead of disregarding it as a negative emotion, what if you viewed it as a signal, an indicator that emphasizes what is truly important to you? This change in viewpoint has the potential to turn jealousy from something harmful into a valuable instrument for personal exploration and development. Through an examination of the root causes of our feelings of jealousy, we can gain valuable insights into our most profound desires, fears, and values. In addition, jealousy can act as a driving force for personal growth. Reflecting on our own aspirations and areas for growth can be a valuable opportunity when we feel jealous of someone else's success or attributes. By redirecting our emotions, we can transform jealousy into a driving force for personal growth and improvement. Rather than letting it fester and create negativity, we can use it as a catalyst to push ourselves further, whether that means putting in extra effort, acquiring new abilities, or strengthening our connections with others. Experiencing jealousy doesn't make you a bad person. It simply makes you human. Our response to these feelings is crucial. By recognizing and accepting jealousy without any negative judgment, we can start to explore its underlying message and find ways to use it in a positive and constructive manner. This process necessitates being truthful, engaging in introspection, and sometimes being open and exposed. The benefits of putting in the effort are definitely worth it. You'll gain a better understanding of yourself, build stronger relationships, and experience personal growth. Uncontrolled jealousy can result in harmful actions and harm the relationships we are trying to safeguard. The aim is not to completely eradicate jealousy, but rather to cultivate a positive and balanced relationship with it. This involves becoming aware of when it starts, comprehending the reasons behind it, and taking actions that are in line with our values and objectives. Jealousy serves as a complex emotional mechanism that safeguards our most cherished possessions, debunking the notion of it being a mere green-eyed monster. By shifting our perspective on jealousy and embracing it as a valuable tool, we can harness its power to foster personal growth and strengthen our relationships. Appreciate jealousy as a guardian of worth and witness its transformation from a cause of anxiety into a force for beneficial transformation in your life. Lesson 14. Gratitude. Amplifying the power of good. Expressing gratitude goes beyond a passing feeling. It possesses the ability to profoundly impact our lives and the world we inhabit. As we explore the significant influence of this feeling, you'll learn how gratitude can enhance positivity and create a cycle of abundance. Take a moment to recall the last time you experienced genuine gratitude. Remember the way it made you feel, how it brought joy and positivity into your life, and maybe even shifted your outlook. Gratitude has a remarkable power to redirect our attention from what we don't have to what we do have, from scarcity to abundance. However, expressing gratitude goes beyond being a pleasant emotion. It is a habit that can reshape our minds for a more fulfilling and prosperous life. Research has indicated that consistently showing appreciation can have positive effects on both physical and mental well-being, as well as enhance relationships and boost resilience when facing challenges. By practicing gratitude, we not only recognize the positive aspects of our lives, but also contribute to their expansion. It's a positive cycle that reinforces itself. Think about how gratitude can have a positive impact on everything around you. Expressing appreciation to others has a positive impact on their mood and self-esteem, while also motivating them to pass on the kindness. This sets off a ripple effect of goodwill and positivity that can reach far beyond our close-knit group. In a world that tends to dwell on negativity and complaints, cultivating a sense of gratitude can be seen as a bold expression of optimism and a valuable tool for bringing about personal and social transformation. Embrace gratitude as a powerful tool for finding happiness and achieving success. Allow it to be the factor that amplifies your happiness, strengthens your connections, and draws more positivity into your life. As you become skilled in expressing gratitude, you'll discover that the more you appreciate, the greater your capacity for appreciation becomes. Now is the moment to tap into this strong feeling and witness how it amplifies the positive aspects of your life and the world around you. Lesson 15. Shame, the hidden burden. Shame is often overlooked and misunderstood, yet it holds great power over our emotions. Bring attention to this powerful force and acknowledge its true nature as a hidden burden that significantly affects our lives. Shame is more than just a discomforting feeling. It has a profound impact on how we see ourselves, our relationships, and our overall happiness. Understanding shame allows us to free ourselves from its burden and rediscover our true selves. Think back to the last time you experienced shame. Maybe it was an error at work, a social blunder, or a deeply personal secret. Feelings of heaviness in your chest, the desire to disappear, and an overwhelming sense of unworthiness are common signs of shame. However, it is worth considering that this particular emotion, when properly comprehended and managed, has the potential to spur personal development and progress. Let's shift our viewpoint on shame and tap into its untapped potential. Shame is deeply connected to our self-perception and our role in society. It's the distressing emotion that emerges when we think we haven't met societal or personal expectations. However, note that shame does not define our true value. It is a response that is typically acquired through experience, often influenced by childhood experiences or cultural conditioning. Understanding this concept allows us to distinguish our true worth from the heavy burden of shame. Clarify that shame and guilt are not interchangeable. Guilt is centered around a particular action, where we acknowledge doing something wrong. On the other hand, shame goes deeper and attacks our core identity, making us feel inherently bad. This distinction is important because it emphasizes how shame can gradually damage our self-esteem. Understanding the distinction between guilt and shame allows us to confront our actions without undermining our sense of self-value. Now, picture a world where we can openly discuss our shame and share our vulnerabilities without worrying about being judged. This is not merely a far-fetched dream. It is an attainable truth that begins with every individual. Through fostering empathy and establishing inclusive environments for honest conversations, we can start breaking down the influence of shame in our personal lives and in society as a whole. So where do we start in tackling this concealed challenge? Recognizing the importance of the first step is crucial. We need to bring attention to our disgrace, acknowledge it, and address it directly. This requires bravery, but the benefits are incalculable. When we confront our shame, we diminish its influence and create space for healing and personal development. Next, we need to question the stories that contribute to our feelings of shame. Are the expectations we have for ourselves realistic? Do we truly own them, or have we simply inherited them from someone else? Through challenging these fundamental beliefs, we can start reshaping our inner thoughts and cultivating a sense of kindness towards ourselves. Always remember that shame tends to flourish when we are alone. It suggests that we are the only ones who have gone through these experiences, making it difficult for others to comprehend. However, this is far from accurate. By seeking support from those we trust, whether they be friends, family, or professionals, we can overcome feelings of shame and find comfort in knowing that others have gone through similar experiences. Lesson 16. Excitement, the energizer. Enthusiasm is what fuels our drive and pushes us ahead. It's the electric current that flows through our veins, giving us energy and motivation to take action. This intense feeling is more than just a passing experience. It has the power to drive transformation, inspire success, and contribute to a satisfying existence. Embracing excitement allows us to access a source of energy that has the power to enhance our experiences and unlock our potential. Think about how a sense of anticipation can transform something ordinary into something extraordinary. It can transform ordinary tasks into exhilarating adventures and turn daunting challenges into exciting opportunities. This emotional energizer not only adds enjoyment to life, but also improves performance, increases focus, and enhances creativity. By fostering enthusiasm, we can amplify our efforts and accomplish outcomes that exceed our greatest hopes. However, enthusiasm extends beyond individual benefits. It spreads rapidly, infecting those in its vicinity. When we're filled with enthusiasm, we have the power to inspire others, creating a chain reaction of positive energy that can uplift entire communities. This emotional state can break down barriers, foster connections, and bring people together in shared enthusiasm. When we wholeheartedly embrace and express our enthusiasm, we have the power to inspire positive transformations in our relationships, workplaces, and society as a whole. However, as with any powerful force, channel excitement wisely. If not properly managed, it can result in hasty choices or exhaustion. Find a balance between enthusiasm and awareness, using it to fuel our endeavors while staying connected to our principles and long-term objectives. Through this approach, we can fully tap into the power of this emotion, utilizing it to drive sustainable progress and long-lasting fulfillment. As we go through life's ups and downs, let's remember the importance of embracing excitement. It's more than just a feeling. It's a sustainable energy source that can help us achieve our dreams. Embrace the excitement of new experiences, foster enthusiasm in your everyday life, and witness the transformation of your world. A life brimming with thrill is a life truly lived to its maximum potential. Feel free to embrace your enthusiasm. It could be the catalyst for a more promising future for yourself and those in your circle. Teddy was always recognized as the reserved student in school. He was quite reserved, seldom participating in class discussions, and often went unnoticed in social settings. Teddy didn't experience the same level of enthusiasm as his more extroverted peers, but he wasn't necessarily unhappy. Things took a turn when Wendy, the new science teacher, introduced her class to the fascinating world of renewable energy. Teddy felt a sense of excitement as she spoke enthusiastically about solar panels and wind turbines. He felt an overwhelming rush of excitement for the very first time. He was filled with excitement and anticipation, his thoughts racing with endless possibilities. That evening, Teddy struggled to fall asleep. He dedicated hours to researching renewable energy, fascinated by its potential to transform the world. His excitement grew as he gained more knowledge. Teddy was unfamiliar with this excitement and initially felt unsure about how to handle all the newfound energy. Surprisingly, the following day, Teddy raised his hand in class, much to everyone's astonishment, including his own. He started speaking with a slight tremble in his voice, but as he explained solar energy, his confidence grew. Wendy radiated with pride, and his classmates listened in admiration. Teddy had never felt more invigorated. Feeling motivated by this experience, Teddy made the decision to put his enthusiasm into action. He presented an idea to Wendy. What if they could put solar panels on the school roof? Despite the project's ambitious nature, Wendy, seeing Teddy's passion, agreed to assist him in his pursuit. Teddy's enthusiasm was infectious. As he enthusiastically shared his vision with fellow students, teachers, and even the principal, others started to catch on. Before long, a team came together around Teddy's idea. Students from different grade levels offered their assistance in conducting research, raising funds, and engaging with the community. The project had its fair share of challenges. There were various challenges, including budget constraints, bureaucratic hurdles, and skeptics questioning the feasibility of the plan. Yet Teddy's enthusiasm remained unwavering. His determination grew stronger with each obstacle he faced. He dedicated numerous hours after school to working on proposals, delivering presentations to the school board, and garnering community support. Teddy's parents were astounded by the remarkable change in their son. The introverted boy who used to spend weekends in his room had transformed into a community leader, actively organizing meetings and delivering passionate speeches on the significance of renewable energy. They observed how his enthusiasm not only helped him become more outgoing, but also provided him with a clear sense of direction. The school's solar project quickly gained attention from local media as news of it spread. Teddy, who used to be scared of public speaking, ended up being interviewed on local TV. His enthusiasm was evident on the screen, motivating viewers and garnering support from nearby businesses and environmental organizations. After months of diligent effort, the long-awaited day arrived to install the solar panels. Teddy felt a great sense of achievement as he watched the first panel being mounted on the school roof. The initial spark of excitement had grown into a fiery blaze, bringing light to not only his life, but also the lives of those around him. The solar panel project's success marked the start of something greater. Excited by this accomplishment, Teddy and his team started exploring additional methods to promote environmental sustainability in their school and community. They implemented a recycling program, established a school garden, and successfully coordinated a town-wide clean energy fair. Teddy's enthusiasm had not only changed himself, but also had a profound impact on his entire community. The previously reserved individual has transformed into a prominent figure, motivating others through their enthusiasm and commitment. His teachers observed a noticeable improvement in his academic performance, as he enthusiastically dedicated himself to learning anything that could support his environmental initiatives. As Teddy prepared to graduate high school, he looked back on the journey that started with the initial spark of excitement in Wendy's class. He came to the realization that excitement had a profound impact, going beyond a temporary feeling. It had the ability to bring about transformation, motivate others, and reveal untapped potential within him. Teddy made the decision to study environmental engineering in college, excited to further his passion for renewable energy. However, he was filled with anticipation for the opportunities that awaited him. He discovered that when you come across something that genuinely excites you and have the bravery to go after it, you have the power to transform not just your own life, but also the lives of those around you. Teddy smiled as he gazed upon his school, now partially powered by the sun. The solar panels shining on the roof were a symbol of the power of enthusiasm and a reminder that even the smallest voice can ignite change when driven by true passion. Lesson 17. Loneliness, the need for connection. Loneliness is a powerful emotion that serves as a crucial call for human connection, often misunderstood and underestimated. It's more than just a temporary sense of solitude. It's a deep indication from our mind that our basic need for social connections is not being met. Amidst the growing digital landscape and social disconnection, it is crucial to comprehend and tackle the issue of loneliness. When this emotion is acknowledged and addressed, it can help build meaningful connections and a sense of belonging. Think of loneliness as a helpful guide, leading you to the comfort of connecting with others. We are naturally social beings, instinctively seeking connection from the very beginning of our lives. Feeling lonely doesn't mean you're weak or unsuccessful. It actually shows that you're aware of your fundamental human needs. Embracing this emotion can result in significant personal growth and a deeper understanding of others who may be going through similar experiences. Loneliness can be a powerful motivator, pushing us to connect with others and create meaningful connections. It motivates us to step outside our comfort zones, prompting us to start conversations, become part of communities, or reconnect with old friends. Recognizing your feelings of loneliness can lead to opportunities for meaningful connections. All solid relationships began when someone took the initiative, often motivated by the need to overcome feelings of loneliness. In addition, solitude can serve as a valuable means for introspection. It allows you to reflect on your life, your values, and the quality of your current relationships. Take a moment to reflect. What type of connections do you genuinely want? What can I do to foster these relationships? This self-reflection can result in more genuine and satisfying social exchanges in the future. Admitting feelings of loneliness can be challenging in our society due to the stigma attached to it. By openly discussing and normalizing this emotion, we can foster a more compassionate and connected world. Being open about feeling lonely can actually help others feel comfortable enough to share their own experiences, fostering genuine connections between people. As we navigate the intricacies of modern life, let's view loneliness as a compass pointing us towards deeper, more fulfilling connections. Accept this feeling as a normal aspect of being human, and allow it to motivate you to reach out, form connections, and cultivate the social relationships that are crucial for our overall health and happiness. Recognizing your feelings of loneliness is the initial step towards forming stronger relationships and finding greater satisfaction in life. Lesson 18. Awe. Awe has the ability to profoundly change us, altering our viewpoint and broadening our awareness. We should acknowledge the significant influence this frequently ignored emotion can have on our lives and our perception of the world. When we encounter moments of awe, like looking up at the expansive night sky, witnessing acts of extraordinary kindness, or pondering the complexities of nature, we are briefly transported beyond our ordinary worries and connected to something larger than ourselves. This shift in perspective is not temporary. It has the power to completely change how we see the world, make us more understanding, and improve our overall happiness. Think back to the last time you were completely amazed. Maybe it was the breathtaking view of the Grand Canyon, witnessing a child's first steps, or finally grasping a complex concept. During these moments, our understanding of ourselves fades away, and we gain a profound awareness of our position within the expansive fabric of existence. This change in perspective can be incredibly humbling, yet at the same time, it can give us a sense of empowerment. Understanding our insignificance in the presence of something larger allows us to feel more connected to the world and the people around us. This interconnectedness promotes a feeling of belonging and purpose that can help us navigate life's difficulties. In addition, incorporating a sense of wonder into our everyday experiences can have a positive impact on both our mental and physical well-being. Studies have indicated that regular encounters with awe can help alleviate stress, enhance feelings of generosity and cooperation, and even strengthen our immune system. By actively seeking out experiences that inspire awe and learning to appreciate the beauty in everyday life, we can change our mindset and approach life with more energy and excitement. There are so many ways to experience awe in our lives, from watching a beautiful sunrise to exploring the fascinating world of quantum physics. Even something as simple as observing the intricate patterns in a leaf can bring us a sense of wonder. It is becoming more and more important to be able to tap into the power of awe. It reminds us of the beauty and mystery that surround us, serving as a counter to the cynicism and disconnection that can plague modern life. Embracing awe allows us to explore new possibilities, deepen our empathy and understanding, and gain a fresh perspective on our challenges and aspirations. Recognize the power of this emotion and make a conscious effort to embrace awe in our lives. By doing so, we can experience a more fulfilling and connected existence. Lesson 19. Frustration. Frustration, typically seen as a negative emotion, can actually be a strong driver for change. We need to change how we view this often misunderstood emotional power. When you experience frustration, it indicates that there is a need for change because something is not working as expected. This feeling can be beneficial to you rather than detrimental. It is the driving force behind innovation, personal growth, and societal progress. Consider the remarkable inventors, reformers, and leaders from the past. Their dissatisfaction with the existing state of affairs motivated them to strive for something superior. Embrace your frustration. It indicates your potential for growth, the need for improvement, and the ability to create change. Don't ignore this emotion or allow it to overwhelm you. Instead, direct your energy towards something productive. Let it inspire you to come up with solutions, explore new approaches, or push for change. All significant accomplishments began with a moment of frustration. When you experience this emotion, take a moment to reflect and ask yourself, what is the underlying message behind this frustration? What needs to be different? By doing this, you're not just handling an emotion, you're utilizing a potent force for personal and societal change. Embrace frustration as a catalyst for personal growth and improvement, guiding you towards a brighter future. It's more than just a feeling. It's an opportunity for growth. Lesson 20. Serenity, finding balance. As we navigate the complex realm of emotions, we reach the highest point of emotional control, serenity. This incredible yet gentle power is the secret to accessing a life filled with harmony, serenity, and deep inner resilience. Peacefulness is not just the lack of chaos, but a state of being that enables us to gracefully handle the difficulties of life. It represents the highest level of emotional intelligence, showcasing our capacity to comprehend and blend various emotions. Think of serenity as the guiding force behind your emotional symphony. It doesn't suppress the other emotions, but instead brings them into a state of perfect balance. When you develop a sense of calmness, you establish a solid base that allows you to navigate through a wide range of emotions without feeling overwhelmed or losing your equilibrium. Having emotional stability is crucial for living a fulfilling and meaningful life. But how can we achieve this sought-after state of tranquility? It starts with embracing acceptance, embracing ourselves, others, and the world around us just as they are. This implies not accepting our circumstances without question, but rather recognizing reality without opposition. With a mindset of acceptance, we can proceed to make informed and intentional choices. Serenity enables us to approach life's events with clear thinking and calmness, rather than acting on impulse. Just picture the incredible strength you would have if you could stay calm and composed no matter what challenges come your way. This is the assurance of tranquility. It enables you to access your innate wisdom, make choices that align with your values, and foster positive relationships. Choosing serenity involves actively maintaining balance and peace, regardless of what's happening around you. As you develop a sense of calmness, you'll notice how it positively impacts all areas of your life. You will experience deeper relationships, find more fulfillment in your work, and gain a clearer sense of purpose. You will radiate a sense of tranquility amidst a world filled with chaos, motivating others to discover their own inner serenity. The path to finding peace and tranquility is a continuous one, but with each step you take, you move closer to a life filled with deep satisfaction and unwavering resilience. Achieve a state of calmness and tranquility as your ultimate emotional objective. Allow it to serve as the guiding force that harmonizes all other emotions. By following these steps, you will discover the immense potential of your emotions. They will no longer be a cause of distress, but rather a source of wisdom and vitality. Finding serenity goes beyond just feeling calm. It has the power to transform your entire existence. Nurture it with care and witness its profound impact on both your personal realm and the world at large. Final lesson: the power of emotions. We hope that our exploration of human emotions has helped you understand the significant influence each feeling can have on your life. Each emotion we've discussed has its own purpose in our journey of self-discovery and growth, ranging from anger to contentment. Throughout this book, we've questioned the commonly accepted notions surrounding emotions. We have observed how different emotions can lead to positive transformations and personal development when they are comprehended and handled wisely. Think about Jeremy, who found the incredible potential of joy, or Linda, who discovered the value of fear as a helpful companion. Remember Harry's journey of facing shame and discovering healing, as well as Teddy's story of using excitement to make impactful changes. These stories serve as a reminder that our emotions, with their intricate nature, can be harnessed as powerful tools rather than obstacles to overcome. As you continue on your journey with this book, we invite you to fully embrace and explore the range of emotions you experience. Embrace feelings that may be uncomfortable or challenging. Every emotion has a valuable lesson to offer and a significant role to play in your life. Develop emotional awareness by setting aside a few moments each day to connect with yourself and recognize your emotions. Understanding your emotions will enhance your ability to utilize them effectively. Let your emotions be your guiding compass. When experiencing intense emotions, take a moment to reflect on their underlying message. Does it emphasize a significant point? Does it encourage you to make the necessary changes? Make an effort to develop emotional equilibrium. Acknowledge and express your emotions, but it is also beneficial to strive for the calmness we discussed in our last lesson. This balance will assist you in navigating life's ups and downs with elegance and strength. Feel free to share your emotional journey with others. Sharing our emotional experiences helps us build stronger connections and promotes a society that values and supports emotional intelligence. Managing your emotions is a process that lasts a lifetime. There may be difficulties that arise, times when you may feel a bit overwhelmed or uncertain. During these times, revisit the teachings within this book. Take a moment to think about the stories we've shared and the strategies we've discussed. Deep within you lies an immense power, the power of your emotions. These colors are what you use to paint your life, the energy that propels you forward, and the wisdom that influences your decisions. Embracing and understanding your emotions can lead to a more enriching and fulfilling life. As you finish reading this book, understand that it marks the start of something new, rather than the end. You now have everything you need to begin an incredible journey of exploring your emotions. Have faith in your emotions, gain wisdom from them, and allow them to lead you towards becoming your best self. May your journey be enriched by the vast range of human emotions, and may each feeling empower you, foster personal growth, and deepen your connection to yourself and the world.